How about you, Chad? Test out.
Test out. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Good? Louder's
All
better?
right.
All right, my brothers and sisters. It's Richie Lee here with Saddle Tramp Magazine, along with my cohort biker Chad. We're at the Chicago Bike Show, kicking off the Illinois version of Saddle Tramp Magazine. What have you seen out there, Chad?
Oh man, the turnout's great out here. I'll tell you what, man. Everyone's been real kind, man. The magazines are flying off the shelves. We got insane choppers out here. We got Johnny Legend choppers out here. We got a ton of custom bike builders. We got there's live music going on. They got food everywhere. I mean, I couldn't think to be in a better place in the middle of winter.
Oh, you seen your idol Doink the Clown a while ago. Got a picture
Doink
of
the
Doink the Clown,
well. Yeah,
professional
he's out here.
wrestler.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, we're enjoying the hell out of this. This is going to be this is quite the turnout. We're going to be going around checking out with a few of them and kind of enjoying the experience.
You're going to be about this close to the microphone. I'm just going to toggle back and forth. See, it's not just a magazine anymore. All right, this is Biker Chad with Saddle Tramp Magazine here. I got my friend Johnny. He's going to talk a little bit about his bikes. I don't know, where do we start with all the stuff that you guys are doing here? Man,
Well,
you're looking around, it's a lot to take in, you know?
We started out as building choppers, and we're pretty successful. Dad had a lot of fun doing it, but the craze right now is baggers, and this is what I created to show exactly what we can do with a stock bagger. We're actually doing state of Illinois police bikes right now because we throw so much stuff away from the bike. We only use the frame and the fairing and the tank.
Yeah.
So it's senseless to start with a $25,000 motorcycle and drop it down to 10. So that's what we start. This bike has got just about everything we can do, from a 21-inch front wheel, chrome lower legs that are smooth. I custom made the headlight as an alien headlight.
Yeah.
Going to the dashboard, we have autometer gauges, stretch the gas tank 6 inches. Normally that comes back like that. We have a Gymnasi kit on the back. The motor's been diamond cut, all chrome. It's supercharged and intercooled, so it's putting out about 150 horsepower.
Oh.
Yeah, stock Harley's about 65 or 70, so it's
So it's not
quite a
grandpa's
ride.
bagger.
It's fast. It's fast. Yeah, it's not grandma's bagger anymore.
So I've noticed in the past couple of years of me being out here, about 10 years, going to all these rallies and all these events, that it seems like the chopper line is dying down a little bit.
It is. This is just more fun to begin with because more guys, if you look at Harley sells more baggers than anything else they sell.
Yeah.
So it's a natural transition from chopper to chopper bagger, custom bagger.
Yep.
You can have the nice ride and yet be a custom, go to any custom car show or bike show that you want and be able to compete.
Well, that's the whole thing with the bagger line, too, from what I see. You know, if I'm going to be driving across the country going to a rally like Sturgis or heading out to California from the Midwest, a chopper ain't going to get me, or not in comfort anyway. You know?
This has full air suspension on it, so you can adjust it to the road conditions. We have terrible roads here, so you want to make it a little softer. You go into Florida or some nice states where the roads are flat, you can make it a little harder and go through it a little quicker. So it has a lot of potential on it.
Well, so what are some of the things that you guys do at your shop that set you apart from some of the other custom baggers out there? I mean, one thing I noticed right away when I look at this bike, aside from the ginormous superchargers, the floorboards.
Yeah.
That definitely looks like something
those
you
are
guys made.
ours that we have machined to our specification.
Yeah.
We do the stretching of the gas tank. That's all sheet metal work that I do. The inner dash. There's a lot of we don't send anything out. The only thing we send out is paint work and body work itself. Other than that, we fabricate everything in-house, motor work in-house, drivetrain in-house. So
it's very, very cool.
We try to keep. We got better control of the quality if we do it in-house.
Right. That's always a good thing.
Yep. So.
All right. Here, Saddle Tramp Magazine, talking to Johnny Legend. You know, we were talking a few minutes ago about how the chopper market was maybe on its decline, and we were talking about he's going into some of the baggers with Chicago bagger here, but I got to ask the question, how can the chopper market be on the decline when you got sick stuff like the Switchblade out there? I mean, how did this thing start for you, Johnny? You had a knife and a dream? Is that what it was? I mean,
a knife and a dream, yeah. It just started out that I wanted a radical bike, and it got carried away, and the next thing I knew, I was on the internet every night looking for knives that would fit into the proper application. We did the swords on the front for the fender and the knives around the headlight. It just progressed from there. So.
Well, I know you were telling me you had an interesting story about where a couple of these blades came from. I mean, where'd you pick all these things up at?
Well, these blades here came from a shop in Florida. I was looking with my wife one day, and I looked and I thought, well, that would be a perfect way to encompass the hand there. So I took the blade off and we machined them down and got them to fit, and it came out pretty good. So.
I gotta say, this is one trick-looking bike, man.
Thank you.
How big is that rear tire?
It's a 360.
I was gonna say, it's got to be in the neighborhood of 360.
Biggest tire ever made. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So this thing's got to be a little bit hectic to drive, but I gotta tell you what, man, you just climb on and hold on.
Yeah,
man,
it's fun. It's got 140 horse, and it scoots down the road pretty good.
Well, well, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, one of the neat features is it's sitting on the ground. There's no kickstand for it.
Yeah.
So I'll demonstrate.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. He has told me this thing is on a. There we go.
All you do is you can set up the ride at any way you want, and when you park it, you blow the air out of it and it sits on the ground. So it's.
I gotta say that's pretty cool, man. So one of my favorite bikes that I know you didn't get to bring this time, but I got to bring it up. The stealth bike.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the one that everyone seems to be talking about.
Yeah,
so.
that was an idea I had about 5 years ago, and I finally got decided to do it. And we won the grand championship 2 years ago with it at McCormick Place. It was fun. We did a lot of stuff off. It's a stealth fighter, and all flat black, and it turned out pretty good.
That's very cool, man. Well, I got to ask, for everybody who's watching out there, how do people get a hold of Johnny Legend?
Well, we're Johnny Legend Customs, and we're also now Chicago Baggers. With the influx of all the baggers, we decided to set up a subsidiary, more for marketing than anything, but we're at 201 West North Avenue in Villa Park. Phone number is 630-279-5800. We service any kind of motorcycle. We have parts available, rims in stock. You name it, we've got it. So
you got a website.
We have a website, JohnnyLegend.com. And whatever your needs are, we do everything. Everything in-house except for the paint work.
Well, I got to say, on your website, they can also see the stealth bike.
Yeah, that's true.
My favorite.
Right.
Not that any of these aren't kick-ass, they are, but I'm into the flat black thing myself.
That's cool.
Different story, but
yeah.
So, all right, there you have it, man. Johnny Legend, the Chicago Bike Show. The announcements are saying you couldn't ask me in a better spot, man. If you didn't get to come down, check us out on Saddle Tramp TV. All right,
buddy.
good deal.
Thank you, man.
Okay. All right, Biker Chad with Saddle Tramp TV here again. I have Reed from Insane Choppers here. He's been one of our mainstay guys since the beginning of this magazine, since the conception. He's stuck by us this entire first year. I really wanted to get a chance to talk to this guy on the air and see what he has to say. Reed, how long have you guys been in business? When did you start?
Well, we've been in business for about 5 years now, building custom motorcycles and custom baggers from start to finish. We try and bring people's dreams to reality and bring them to the road. So,
is it? I've noticed that in the past couple of years, in the 10 years that I've been doing this, rather, that the chopper market is a little bit on the decline. The baggers seem to be the new hot thing now. And as the baggers, are these relatively new for you? Have you guys been doing baggers the entire time you've been up?
Baggers we just started doing about within the last year and a half. The custom choppers have declined for some time now. We still are building some. We just recently got done building a couple for a couple guys over in Iraq. Yeah, we have 2 current builds right now for some people in Iraq.
Very cool.
So them are the custom bikes, but the baggers seem to be the real trend right now. People want the comfort, but they want the custom look, so that they can go out and have a bike that's, pretty cool looking. So
very comfortable riding the long haul and
Yep.
still looking like a chopper.
Yep.
So
Right
you guys do everything from start to finish, right?
Yep, start to finish. This particular bike here has got stretch tanks on it. We designed this bagger kit, Insane Chopper bagger kit, so we have stretch bags, wide rear fender, Frenchton LED lights, and we finish it off with the 26-inch front wheel, air ride front end, air ride back end, some of the most elite, top-of-the-line parts in the industry that's going to make a bike really be apart from some of the stock stuff that's out there. So
That's very cool.
yeah.
So tell me some of the stuff that you guys do at Insane Choppers that's a little different than a lot of the other the chopper companies that are out there.
Well, Insane Choppers is definitely different. It gets kind of insane at times, but
No pun intended.
yeah. Just being the industry that we're in and the way the economy is, people are concerned about their money. So we try and give somebody the most bike for their money, which is going to be a lot different than a lot of places out there.